What's up, nerds? I'm McKinley, and today I am doing a holdover from my Pride Month book videos that I ended up not being able to post in time, but that is just a very, very quick recommendation video of comics that feature queer characters. I'm gonna go through them pretty fast because I don't want to say a lot about these comics, because comics just, you gotta read them. So anywho, the first one I'm going to recommend is Love is Love, which is an anthology of comics written by lots of queer and not queer comic book authors and artists, and it's all to benefit the Orlando Pride charity that was at the Pulse charity, I think, that was set up after the horrific Pulse shooting that happened last year. And I've read them. They are sad, but they are great. I think it's a very important anthology, and I highly, highly recommend you buy it so you can help contribute to that charity, because it's a great cause. And Orlando strong. I'm from Florida. I was literally in Orlando the day before it happened, so it really hit this community, even as far down as I'm 2.5 hours away. It hit us hard. So if you can afford to buy this anthology, you should, because it's worth it. It's great. And yeah, if not, you should at least read it, because it's definitely a great anthology. Moving on, I have Lumberjanes. It was created by Noelle Stevenson. I don't know who is currently writing it. It's had several authors, but this is a comic that I have mentioned in my comic wrap-up, which there should be another one coming soon. But it's about a group of girls who are in like a Girl Scout type group, and they're all at a camp, and they represent several different ethnicities and queer groups, and it is so good. It's so weird. Like, when you start it, you're gonna be like, what am I even reading? But I'm telling you, just keep going, because it is fantastic and totally worth it. It's super diverse, super gay, and super, super fun, and it's just like filled like with girl friendships that are just so amazing. And their motto is friendship to the max. So if you have not read this book yet, or these comics yet, seriously guys, go to your library, log in on Hoopla through your library if you can, and just read it, because it's seriously so good. Next one I have here is Young Avengers by Kieran Gillen. I own this book too. I should go get it, but I hauled it in my May haul. But this is about a group of superheroes, young superheroes, who kind of formed, and I think they formed right before Civil War, but I'm not sure. Anywho, there is a queer couple in it, and a lesbian girl who is also part of the team, and they are all really badass, and it's a fun comic. Like, it's not as dark as some of the other Marvel comics can get. It's a really cute, fun comic, and that you can pick up, and you don't have to have a lot of Marvel background to understand what's going on. Like, seriously, you guys read it. Just read it. Because Kate Bishop, because Billy and Teddy, because America. Like, it's so good. Next, spinning off from the Young Avengers, I have America by Gabby Rivera, which is it's written by a queer Latina woman, and it's about a queer Latina woman, and it's only got like 4 or 5 issues right now, so you can get in now. You could say, yeah, I'm an America hipster, because it's actually it's good. It's good. I mean, like, I knew it was going to be good because I love America and Young Avengers, but Gabby Rivera is doing a good job with it, and I really, really enjoy it. Next up, I have Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. This is written, for one, by a queer author, but Nimona, I think, is like kind of like genderless, but not really. I don't know how to explain why it's queer, but I'm pretty sure the villain in it is queer, And it just is, and even if the main characters in that book weren't, it's still written by a queer author, so that's so important to support them. But I'm pretty sure Nemona's gay. Moving on, I have Princess Ever After, which I have talked about on my channel, and I also mentioned it in my A to Z of Queer Lit. This is a book about a black princess and a fat princess who fall in love. It's badass. You should read it. Next, I have Giant Days by People. I don't remember who wrote it, but this is a slice of life comic about 3 girls in college, and one of them is queer. One of the main girls is queer. I have a feeling the other one is bi, but they haven't revealed that yet, so we'll see. We'll see. And Esther looks like Emma Books. Fight me. Following that, I have Rat Queens, and there's a lot of controversy surrounding Rat Queens, and I get it, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it's fantastic, especially the first 2 volumes. So if you don't want to support the writer, get it from your library, because it's just really, it's amazing. And they just started it back up, but I think they got rid of the problematic artist that was causing all the controversy, but I know a lot of people are still mad that the guy even thought about bringing him back, and I get it. I do get it. I'm not going to buy them, but I still want to read them because I love the characters in it. Please don't hate me. Worth it, though. It's so good. I'm sorry that the guy's a dick, but it's still really good. I have Jim and the Holograms by People. There's fat rep in this. There's people of color in this. There's queer rep in this. It's just a really, really fun comic. Highly recommend it. And finally, I have a webcomic called Rock and Riot. I don't remember who draws it. I suck, but I'm going to link that down below. It takes place in the 50s, and like there's queer characters. There's trans, gay, lesbians, people of color. It's fantastic, and you should all go read it. It's free online. Go check it out. You won't regret it. I do want to credit the booktuber who recommended that comic to me. Tea Leaves and Book Bindings. I will actually link her wrap-up where she talked about it, because she's more caught up than I am. But yeah, it's a really good webcomic, so I'll link it down below. Yeah, that's it. That's all of them. I know there's more, like Archie has an asexual character in it, and a gay character. Jughead obviously is all about, and I don't know why that's obvious. Jughead is ace. You wouldn't know that from watching Riverdale, but he is. So that's queer, and there's more, so maybe I'll do a part 2. We'll see. But please like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!